4 assists. Kyle Lowry, 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. And Freddie Van Fleet, 18 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 steals for Freddie. His Toronto squad is 14-9 against the spread at home. They rank in the top 3 in defensive field goal percentage. They're also giving up just 106 points per contest. Now, 5 out of Toronto's last 7 did get over the number. Meanwhile, Atlanta 6-1 to the over in their last 7 themselves. I'm going to lean Toronto minus 12.5 and the over 233 in that game. All right, guys, make sure you go ahead and click the link in the comment section below, and that's going to take you to part 2 of this video. That's going to do it for part 1. But go ahead and click the link in the comment section below, and that's going to take you to part 2. All right, next game, it is going to be the Wizards taking on the Bucks. 8 o'clock Milwaukee. The Bucks are the 16-point favorite, total at 241.5. We did see a 1-point move toward Milwaukee and movement upward on the total. The Bucks open as the 15-point favorite, up to minus 16. Total open 240, up to 241.5. 55% of the consensus are leaning toward Milwaukee. 51% shaded toward the over. Right now, Washington is plus 1270 on the money line. Now, if you like the Wizards to cover this massive number, might not be a bad spot for you. They are 3-1 against the spread in their last 4. And believe it or not, they're 13-12 against the spread when traveling this year. Washington ranks in the top 5 in scoring on average per game. They're also in the top 10 in shooting the 3-ball. Bradley Beal, 28 points a game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Davis Bertans, 15 points a game, 5 rebounds for him. And Jordan McRae, 13 points a game, 4 rebounds for the Wizards. So although they may not win this one, they certainly do have the ability to put points on the board and keep it close. Now the Bucks on the other side, they've been the victim of double-digit point spreads all year long. They failed to cover the point spread in 3 out of their last 4. They're also just 40% against the spread in their last 10. They rank in the bottom 3 in offensive free throw percentage, really struggling from the stripe. And they're also 20th in defending the 3-ball. So potentially problematic for Bucks backers. Now, total-wise, Washington 6-1 to the over in their last 7. They're also 17-8 to the over when traveling. We could potentially see a lot of points in this one. I am going to lean Washington plus 16 and the over 241.5 in that game. All right, next matchup, Nuggets taking on the Grizzlies, 8 o'clock Memphis. Memphis open as the 2-point favorite, down to minus 1.5. Total open 224.5 up to 225. 63% are on the Nuggets, 68% on the over. Right now, Denver's plus 105 on the money line. The Nuggets have been winners in 7 out of their last 10. They beat Houston, New Orleans, the Clippers, and Dallas during that stretch. They're also 14-8 straight up when traveling this year. The Nuggets rank in the top 5 in points allowed, top 10 in defensive rebounding. Now, they are a little bit banged up. Millsap, Murray, Plumlee still out indefinitely for the Nuggets. But they do have some guys that can get the job done. Nikola Jokic, 20 points a game, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Will Barton, 15 points a game, 7 rebounds for him. And Jeremy Grant, 11 points a game, 4 rebounds for him. Who would have thought that we'd be talking about Jeremy Grant just a couple of months ago? But anyway, Denver, top 3 in shooting the 3-ball on the road, top 5 in defensive rebounding on the road. Meanwhile, Memphis on the other side, they failed to cover the point spread in 3 out of their last 5. They also rank in the bottom 5 in points allowed, bottom 10 in defending the 3-ball. They're allowing 116 points per contest on their home court. Now, oddly enough, Memphis is 6-1 to the under in their last 7. Meanwhile, Denver 70% to the under in their last 10. I'm going to lean Denver plus 1.5 and the under 225 in that game. Next matchup, Celtics taking on the Heat, 8 o'clock Eastern tip-off in Miami. The Heat open as the 3-point favorite, down to minus 2. Total open 216.5 up to 217. 57% are leaning Boston, 54% shaded toward the over. And right now, the Celtics are plus $1.10 on the money line. Miami, 70% to the over in their last 10, 15-8 to the over at home. I do think this game should get over the total. But if you want to know who I'm picking with regard to the side, if you want to know who I'm picking to cover the point spread in this matchup here, this game is currently my daily best play for the day. All you got to do is click the link in the description section below and sign up for my daily best play. It's only $1.99 through the end of the month. So once again, I'm going to lean toward the over 217 in this game. And if you want to know who I'm picking to win it against the spread, check me out on my daily best play on patreon.com/Brock Page. It's only $1.99 through the end of the month. All right, next matchup. It is going to be Suns taking on the Mavericks, 8:30 Eastern tip-off in Dallas. The Mavericks open as the 8-point favorite, down to 7.5. Total open 229, down to 227. 70% are leaning Dallas, 67% shaded toward the over. Right now, Phoenix is plus 255 on the money line. Now, Baines and Johnson are out for the Suns. Rubio is questionable. And, of course, Kaminsky is still out indefinitely for Phoenix. The Suns have dropped 3 out of their last 4 games. They've also gone 30% against the spread in their last 10. They failed to cover the point spread against the likes of Memphis, San Antonio, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Sacramento. Really struggling against the spread against, kind of bottom feeder teams. Now, Phoenix, bottom 10 in offensive rebounding, bottom 10 in defensive field goal percentage. They're currently the 11th seed right now at just 19 and 27 straight up overall for the year. Now, Dallas on the other side, winners of 6 out of their last 8. They went 7-1 against the spread in those 8 games. Successful covers over the likes of OKC, Utah, and Philadelphia. The Mavs rank in the top 3 in scoring, top 5 in offensive rebounding. Luka Doncic, 29 points a game, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. Certainly inspired by Kobe as of late. Of course, just last week, we saw a clip of Luka having a nice exchange with Kobe and meeting Gianna and having a nice picture there. So Luka, definitely a man on a mission right now, inspired through Kobe Bryant. So anyway, once again, Doncic, 29 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, nearly averaging a triple-double thus far for the year. Kristaps Porzingis, 17 points a game, 9 rebounds for the Mavs. And Tim Hardaway, 14 points a game, 3 rebounds for Dallas. This Mavs squad ranks in the top 10 in shooting the 3-ball, top 10 in offensive rebounding at home. They're currently in first place in the Southwest Division at 29 and 17. Now, total-wise, Dallas is 26 and 20 the over thus far for the year. I'm going to lean Mavericks minus 7.5 and the over 227 in that game. All right, next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Clippers. No, it's not. I was going to say, I didn't know we had another game. Clippers and the Lakers, that game obviously was postponed in memory of Kobe Bryant. I'm thinking that the Lakers are going to put that off, and then their next home game really put on a nice show, a nice memorial. So I'm looking forward to that. But tonight's Clippers-Lakers game has been postponed. I'm unaware of a makeup date as of right now. But anyway, do not look for that on your betting slip or your website or the board you go to place your bets, because that game will not be played tonight. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/Brock Page, where we are currently 6-2 in our last 8 extra daily picks on that site. The extra daily pick is just $2.99 through the end of the month. All right, shout out to New York Voice, Andre Tillman, Dr. Vidensvig, Thomas Ochoa, Danny Going Hard, 89, Stephen Lewis, Alex, Guardian Angel, 138, Chairman Kim, Billy Boogaloo, 88, Laron, Dominique Hughes, Vernon Williard, Jiggy S. Dash, Ricky Braun, and last but certainly not least, got to give a shout out to LB Life. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on Patreon, where I said it before, I'll say it again. We do daily premium picks on that site, beginning at just $1.99 per month. We have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. Once again, we are 6-2 in our last 8 extra daily picks on that site. The extra daily pick is a package that I offer. That's just $2.99 through the end of the month. We're also 5-1 with a push in our last 7 board member package plays. We're hitting at 63% in our last 25 board member package plays on that site as well. Guys, a lot of great information on that site. I've made a lot of great friends through Patreon as well. It's a very vocal community, very active in the comments section, and a lot of information there. So guys, feel free to click that link in the description section below. That'll take you right to the website. That is patreon.com/Brock Page. But most importantly, guys, I do have to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.